After cabinet shakeup, basic sectors seek voice and governance. Here's a brief overview of the farmers' and workers' appeal, its context, and what it could mean for the Marcos administration. Background: the bold reset. On May 22, 2025, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. asked all cabinet secretaries to submit courtesy resignations, a move his office called a bold reset, aimed at performance, alignment, and urgency, following a disappointing midterm election that many saw as a referendum on his leadership. What farmers and workers are urging: progressive farmers' organizations and labor groups have since urged that this reset not be limited to high-level technocrats. They want the administration to embed direct and regular consultations with the country's basic sectors into its recalibrated decision-making processes. Who are the basic sectors? Under Republic Act 8425, the National Anti-Poverty Commission defines 14 basic sectors whose voices are deemed essential partners in policy and reform. Key groupings include farmers and landless rural workers, artisanal fisherfolk, urban poor, workers in both the formal and informal sectors, women, children, youth and students, senior citizens, persons with disabilities, among others. Why their inclusion matters: economic footprint. Agriculture still employs nearly a quarter of the workforce and contributes roughly 9% of GDP, yet faces 31.6% poverty incidence among farmers, almost double the national average. Inflation and public trust, a pulse. Asia survey in March found Marcos's approval at just 25%, down from 42%, partly blamed on the government's handling of rising food prices, even as inflation edged back within the central bank's 2 to 4% target. Current government response. So far, the palace has confirmed the continuation of its economic team, but has not publicly detailed how it will institutionalize sectoral consultations. Observers note that giving basic sector representatives a formal seat at the table, through sectoral councils, participatory budgeting, or recurring people's assemblies, could help bridge the gap between policy and grassroots realities. Next steps and implications: formation of sectoral advisory councils, embedding farmer and worker delegates in cabinet-level advisory bodies, regular consultations, scheduling quarterly listening sessions in key agricultural and industrial regions, policy co-creation, involving sector representatives in drafting legislation on land reform, minimum wage, food security, and social protection. By formally including the basic sectors in his reset, President Marcos could both replenish public trust and tap first-hand expertise on the very issues, food prices, job security, rural livelihoods, that remain at the top of Filipino voters' concerns. Stay curious, stay connected, subscribe now for more fresh news updates.